All right, hello everybody. So I'm here with Bruno at his place, and he's kindly taken me in for the week, as you already know. So I needed somewhere to stay COVID free and make all the central banks. So thank you, Bruno, for helping me out. So we were just having a chat about the difference between being on the sim and going live, and we thought we'd just finish the chat off with you guys, because this is an experience that obviously like a lot of you will come across, starting on the sim and then progressing. So I suppose the difference between the way the two of us got into it is that I went through a funding trial and then got funded. Bruno also came through with me on the course, the Axia course, but then went on the sim and funded himself, and so we're just talking about the differences. So I suppose, Bruno, what was your time like on the sim, and then how did you decide when it was time to go live?
Well, I decided too quickly to go live. I mean, I just wanted to go live, so I didn't have any barriers that nobody telling me, well, you won't go live. So I went live as soon as I was feeling, well, I'm ready
Positive
to be
enough
positive
about it,
enough to go live. But basically, so afterwards, I went back to sim like often. And because that it gives you the opportunity to test like certain strategies, and also you can debrief your trades in another way.
And so you're saying to me before about like debriefing structure and how important that is, even when you're on the sim.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, especially when you're on the sim. I mean, you should treat the sim like you're trading live, because there's no there's no use in going live with real money if you can't make it on the sim.
Yeah.
If you can make it on the sim, you have to make it on the sim like in a decent and structured way. So you have to debrief every trade, like plan a trade and debrief the trade and telling, not just I want to go short here. No, just plan it and have your limits on the sim. Don't let it breathe too much, because
make it realistic.
Make it really realistic. So
how much you'd be willing to risk each day if you were live, and stop when you're there.
Absolutely. Have your daily stop on the sim. Have it. Go with a realistic clip, not a clip of 25 in oil, for example, when you just start. I mean, that's not realistic.
Yeah, you're clipping like one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so what would you do differently if you were going back through that period of going from
I
sim
wouldn't
to
go live that fast. I mean, I would stay longer on the sim and make it more realistic, because when you start, the sim is just like, I mean, you look around. I mean, you just you go from left to right, and you try this and you try that, but you don't treat the sim in a realistic manner. In a realistic way, you just play around and so what I would do differently is limit myself and debrief every trade from the start. Absolutely. I mean, I didn't debrief it from the start. It came afterwards when I was live.
Okay.
You should learn to debrief on the sim. And if you can't debrief on the sim, I mean...
Yeah, because it's really your prime learning period, isn't
absolutely.
it? It's like your chance to, I suppose, like learn without your mistakes actually costing you. Yeah. So when you can kind of do it with no fear in a way. And then, I suppose the pressure just gets harder, because then I suppose if you go on to doing either a funding trial or if you fund yourself, then it just gets more and more real every time, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and
it
then
does.
The psychology changes a little bit. Although actually, did you find that your psychology changed much when you flicked from sim to live for the first time?
Absolutely, because you go like, well, now I'm live and it's like the real stuff. But basically afterwards, after a while, you realize that, well, you can test more on the sim. There's no way you can test it live, because you will lose your money. So sim is there to help you, and it's not there just as a step for a beginner, and then
it's like a tool for everybody.
It's like a tool for everybody. Absolutely.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, so that's probably enough from us today. But just to maybe go back to where we started. So as I said before, Bruno and I both started on the Axia career course. So, if you're interested in, or if you're starting out in this game, go and check out elitetraderworkshop.com, sign up for the workshop there with Alex, and get a bit of a taste for some of the things that Axia has to offer. And if you're enjoying these vlogs, please like and subscribe, and give us a follow. Awesome. See you guys soon.